Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Becky, and today I'm going to be doing the second half of my beauty collection video that I have. My last one was my lip collection. This is going to be all bronzers, blushes, highlights, eyeshadow palettes. We'll get started with face products and what I use on my face. I have this Smashbox primer that I am so sorry about my cat, Sassy. She is being a little crazy today, but this is my Smashbox primer that I will use, and it's a little bitty one that I have. Damn, like, clean your basket. This is my basket from my old Goodwill haul that I made for her, and she has this other little bed over there that she keeps running in and out of. But anyways, so we're going to get started with face products as well, and I use, the only face products I ever use on my face are L'Oreal, and they're the Magic Skin Beautifier BB creams, and this is in the shade medium. I also have the shade deep and light, and right now I'm currently deep. I use medium a lot because I'm usually just a medium tone, but I've been out in the sun and tanning a lot, so it is summer. And this is the shade light for more like the winter when I am like my fairest, which a lot of people isn't fair, but to me that's fair. Anyways, I'll move on to concealers, and I only use two concealers. They are mainly Fit Me concealers. They look like this, and I usually use the shade Honey Mel, and I have the shade Medium because I would use that with my medium and everything, but since I got darker, I need a darker concealer. Hey, my door is right here, so I'm just gonna like, so let's Sassy out of the room. Anyways, I have the contour sticks from Wet n Wild. Well, I only have one because I just wanted to try it out and see how it works, and I actually really like it. So I'm going to be getting more of these, but they're the little contour sticks, the Mega Glow, and this is in the shade Oaks on You, so I use that quite often, and I love it. And then to set all that, I will use their Mega Glow, the Wet n Wild little contour palette, and it is in the shade Caramel Toffee. So I like that yellow tone that it has for under my eyes and T-zone area, and then I like will blend everything out with the contour bronzing side. I also use these little e.l.f. palettes, and they're great. They remind me of the NARS palettes, but of course those are expensive and I'm not going to be paying for that. But this one is in the shade Fiji, and this is the one I mainly use, and it looks like this. And I love the bronzer and the blush that it has in there. The blush is what I have on my cheeks today, and I also use this to contour as well. So this is a really good palette. When I'm lighter, I'd probably use this one more, and this is in the shade Say Lucia. Nice. This kind of has a shimmer to the blush, and it's a very light blush. And this bronzer, I will use it as a crease color instead. Now another palette that I definitely put to use is this Smashbox palette that I got for Valentine's Day from my lover, and it is a Smashbox Shape Matters palette, and it looks like this, and I've shown it in another video. But it has a lot you can do, bronze, highlight. The highlight shade that it does for like setting is a little too light for me, so I don't use that, but I love this shade up here called Champagne. Oh my gosh, I love it. Vanilla's a great color as well over here. I don't use this row as much, but the bottom row I really use because I love a good black, and I love this dark purple. This dark purple is what I have on my eyes, like on the underneath right there, and I will use this Sumatra sometimes for my brows, to do my brows. well, this is a really good traveling palette to have, and I suggest you get it. But I have that, and then Kat Von D. I think this is the only Kat Von D product that I have, and it's the Shade of Light palette, and I don't use it quite often anymore because I switch bronzers, but I love this color. I need to start using this color more now that I am darker. But I would use this shade a lot. Lucid, this is Lucid, and it's more of a peachier. I don't really use that. I loved this Lyric color, I guess, and Levitation. I don't use that because that is like ghostly white on me, so I won't use that. That is great. That's another great palette. It's a staple product. Then I have this, bring this Morphe palette all the way. I fell in love with this palette when I was into shimmers and everything for your shadows, and it looks like this, and it's the 350S. I usually apply it with my finger and apply it on my lids because I find that works better for me than brushes, but it's all shimmer, so that's kind of like a downfall, and I don't utilize the darker colors. Ooh, that fiery color though, maybe I could do a look with that. One of my favorite palettes of all time, and I need to get her a new one, is her Carly Bible palette, and this is her first one that she did, so I've used it to death. I just love it, and it kind of smells like flowers, so anything that like smells really good, I love. And I love this golden highlight shade that she had there. That shade right there was great. I loved it. It is a great highlight shade. Now, I got this a while back because I watched a makeup tutorial and I saw this palette. I fell in love with it, and just because I love Egyptian stuff and the way it looks, and but when I got it, I realized a lot of like these shadows are exactly like my Morphe shadows in here. Like they would be the exact same shade. This same shade right here, I have in this palette. So, but on the other hand, this is great because I have those nice shadows, and they also have mattes that I use in crease colors. So I love this little palette, and it's just like so cute, and I love that little picture. It reminds me of Queen Nefertiti or Pharaoh Nefertiti if you. Then I got this a long time ago because I like the gold packaging. I don't quite like this polka dot packaging, but I like this gold. And it was the Gwen Stefani collab with Urban Decay, and looks like this. There's a lot of great colors in here, but I don't use this palette like I should. Maybe I'll try to use that palette a lot more. This I got in a BoxyCharm, and it's a highlight contour palette by IBY Beauty, and it looks like this, and it's super cute. And of course, when I got it, I took these two colors mainly. None of these are really my shade, so I don't use those. It's a cute little contour palette to have for your collection. I believe I've shown this in another video, and it's Studio Makeup on the Go palette, and it is one that I've utilized a lot as well. And I also will use this for a brow shade. And I love these two shades and combine them for highlights because I like golden looking highlights. This is more golden, so I will use that. And of course it has a black, so any palette that has a black, I am all for because I use a lot of black. Then I get like the Z palettes, and I will fill them up, and these are the Anastasia Glow Kit palettes. These I got in a BoxyCharm that I took out of a palette. I got another, this came in a BoxyCharm, a cute little Z palette from different palettes that I took out and put in there. So, and these are to Makeup Geek, and these also came from that other BH Cosmetic palette, and it's a Z palette I got from Sephora. So Sephora, you can make your own little palettes and stuff. I didn't know that, but now I'm all interested in that. So I like creating my own palettes, and these are so dirty. I only have one Too Faced product, and it is their Semi-Sweet Chocolate Bar palette, and I love this palette. It has such pretty colors, and I love the way it smells. Like, I just want to get more Too Faced products because they smell like chocolate, and I don't even like chocolate, but I love the way it smells. And then I used to have all the Naked, Urban Decay Naked palettes, but I gave the third one, I think, to my mother because it was more pink rose tones, and at the time I didn't really use any of those, and now I regret it because I really miss that palette. But I got the Smoky palette. I do love it still, like I love the way it looks, and it's in my collection now. My favorite palette is the Naked 2 palette. There goes the little brush it came with, but there are these shades, and I just love this one, and I love the black in this. The black in this one is way more black than the Smoky, which you would think it would have the true black, but it doesn't. But I love this palette. And I also really love the first one. It has a lot of good shades in there that I would utilize a lot. So that is the first one. Moving on, highlights. I really don't have that many like highlights. I just recently got this Wet n Wild highlight, their Mega Glow highlight, and it's in the shade Golden Flower Crown, and I love it because it is gold. And of course, I love me some gold shades. Then my friend got me like a little sample Becca highlight, and it's a little too light for my liking. I know on camera it doesn't look that way, but when you swatch it, it is very light. And this one, I'm not sure what shade this is. Moonstone. It's in the shade Moonstone, so I probably want to get that lighter shade. But these other two products came in a BoxyCharm, and this is the Vintage by Jessica Libeskind, I believe, and this has two different colors. It has a gold and a pink, and of course I used the gold, and I love that pink too because it reminds me of NARS Orgasm as well, but it's not as dark or pink toned as NARS is. This one is a lot more that way, and it's by the same brand, and I love this one as well, but it is very shimmery, so I only wear them when I'm wanting more shimmer, don't want to put a highlight on, things like that. Then I have two Milani blushes. I got Tea Rose and Blossom Time, and I love Tea Rose. It's more pink tone, and I use that a lot. And then I just got Blossom Rose not too long ago, so I haven't used it as often, but it's kind of more mauve-y and has a little bit of shimmer to it, so I like that as well. Bronzers, I have, I guess, 3. This isn't really bronzer, it's kind of like a setting powder by e.l.f. and I like the little packaging, but I can use it as a bronzer. I have the Butter Bronzer in the shade, I mean it's the first one ever, like the light bronzer, and I got it because this, of course, smells like the ocean, and I love the ocean, so I have that one, and I use that a ton, but now I am too dark to use it. And then I have Benefit's Hula Bronzer, so I got that, and I use that a lot too, and I use that in my crease a lot, because it's too light to contour with as well. So I have eyebrow products, of course I showed you in my video. When I did my eyebrow tutorial, I have the Gal Brow, and it is these 3 shades. I got it in a BoxyCharm, came with a little spoolie brush to go with it. I have the pomade and the powder Anastasia brows that I use, but I've actually started using this because it's so dark and it's waterproof, and I'll use it as a liner now, an eyeliner. So putting it to use now. I have 2 liquid eyeliners from e.l.f. and I actually like this one better. I think this one was only like $1 or $2, but they have like a nice little applicator. They're very easy to use. They stay on me. This one cost me a little more, and I don't use it quite as often, and it has a longer tip applicator, I guess. I feel like the other one I have more control over, so I use it a lot more. Let me go into lashes because the rest of the products I have are lashes. I found this Kiss Strip Lash Adhesive with aloe, and it is the best eyelash glue ever that I've ever been able to find. And lashes I mainly use like every single day. I buy off Amazon, and I cannot tell you how to find them, where to get them. I can just look on Amazon, and they're like $1.25 or something for 3 pairs, and they look like these. I bought a few, and it was only $5 for all of these. And if you have Prime, it's 2-day shipping and all that jazz. But when I want more natural lashes, Walmart has these Salon Perfect Wispies that I get, and I just bought another pair, and I love these as well. I will wear these a lot when I'm doing a not so dramatic look though. That is my makeup collection. That's everything I have for you guys. Like, it's not a lot, so if you guys like this video, please like and subscribe, give me a thumbs up, and hit that little notification bell so you can be notified when I upload a video. I try to upload Mondays and Fridays, trying to get 3 days maybe in there, but at this point I'm not sure. So I guess I will see you guys in my next video. Thank you for watching.